like the solutions being provided by the climate change people are just communist crony front groups that ship all capitalism to the Far East. Would you not agree? That's a lot of confidence. I want to hear some backup argument now. Do you know what the Paris Accord is?
The billionaires that organize things like the World Economic Forum want all of their wealth redistributed to the lower classes. So
are you kidding
do you
me?
think that
the world is in free fall right now? You're actually defending the West as some sort of viable market? It's run by complete socialists right now. We have burnt all capital.
the top 1% that has all the money, they're trying to redistribute the wealth? Oh no, yeah, that's how they got all the money, by redistributing all the wealth. Oh.
What? They get all their money.
They're socialists. They're socialists. They're trying to set up everything and run everything, and then all the wealth will be distributed. That's how they made all their money.
No, they're funneling all of your national money out into their world globalist elite structure, and then they're leaving all the countries bankrupt, and all the banks will collapse.
Where's the socialism in that?
Oh, we'll change over to central bank digital currency. Where's the socialism
in that?
Socialism is the mechanism by crashing the capitalist plane into the mountain and saying we need to try something new.
Great.
It's
so
what
maybe instead
I'm
of
not
a
talking
metaphor,
about Scandinavian. I'm not talking about the Scandinavian model, democratic socialism. I'm talking
instead
about the
of speaking
hardcore...
in metaphors, how about you actually tell me where the socialism actually gets interjected in this?
It's the entire philosophy of the ruling class of America right now. They built a technocracy.
I didn't ask you what the philosophy of the ruling class of America is. I asked you to tell me specifically how a socialist economic model is implemented here. How does it happen? What are
They're
the steps?
controlling money and dividing it based on the oppressive structure that they've sold to the populace of groups need to be equalized, cities need to be given money, we need to pay for this cause to equalize a marginalized group over here. You speak in terms of Marxism, and then you start centralizing power, and then you start having those corrupt governments make decisions for people.
You're saying too many things all at once. So income inequality grew faster over the last couple of years than at any point in modern history, like not even close, right? So these globalist elites that run everything and are trying to interject socialism have, instead of redistributing wealth, have taken the largest sums of wealth that have ever been seen in centuries. Now you tell me how they did that with socialism. You'll have to unmute yourself.
I don't know what you mean by explain that statement.
Then you don't know what you're
talking
about.
No. You're just
then
creating
you don't know what you're
some sort of narrow goalpost that you're used to arguing with. You're pathetic. You're creating this narrow goalpost of something that you're used to arguing with.
Okay, so you're rambling again. So what I did was ask you to justify your claim, and you couldn't, and the tone of your voice changed, and you started attacking me. You went into an ad hominem. So what I'm asking you to do is these global elites that run everything and are trying to fundamentally restructure the world economic system into socialism.
They meet in Davos and talk about it. The public-private partnership.
I brought that up earlier.
They've actually, I know. That's why I'm surprised. Who's the guy?
How have the people?
Who am I talking to now?
The
guy that didn't mention WEF?
I did mention it, and earlier it was funny because we're not talking about that, and now you're talking about
maniacal Joker laughs. And then you're talking about, it seems like you're getting attacked.
I'm laughing.
You've acted like a lunatic with your laughter.
Right, and you sound like a lunatic because you have all these disconnected ideas and you can't substantiate any of them.
No, because I talk fast and I talk loud. And then you're confusing that and you're fixating on my style. Because
you say a lot of things, but you don't actually say anything. So anyways, my simple question is...
You've got motivated reasoning to
My simple question is, how have these people that have increased their wealth at a greater rate than has been seen in centuries, how have they done that through socialism, which is a system that redistributes wealth and takes it and does it in a top-down way? And by top-down, I don't just mean from a bureaucratic sense, although that is how it would be done, but I mean from where the actual capital is. Which is
do you know Milton Friedman? Do you know what he talked about with economic systems? I'm telling you what socialism is. No. I'm not walking your narrow goalpost to where you can pretend.
Yeah, so you're not substantiating your claim, and all we're going to do is substantiate this claim, okay? How have they used socialism to do that? The exact people that you say are guilty of trying to interject socialism into us, the exact opposite of socialism has happened.
I'm not saying they're trying to
income
inject,
inequality has gotten
I'm not saying they're trying
worse.
to make your country a socialist country. They're trying to make it a technocracy run by people you revere as authorities that tell you can't have freedom because I'm a top doctor. I'm saying they are socialists.
I'm going to upload this to TikTok tomorrow, and then you'll see that actually is what
they utilize socialism to destroy the current capitalist society to usher in their next plan, which is a technocracy, which is the WEF. Replay that to yourself. Play it on slow.
Sure. Okay, so anyways, how have they done that?
What are you talking? Their entire philosophy is the philosophy of socialism.
I didn't ask you what they think.
Getting money distributed to them.
They have
welfare
done.
State, zero ownership, open borders, and I mentioned milk.
We have less welfare dependency now than we did in the 60s and 70s. Just so you know,
you're offering people economic restitution for crossing the border illegally.
I'm asking you to substantiate your claims, and you're just changing topics
repeatedly. They are all ravenous socialists. They are all ravenous redistributors, centralization of power, redistribution of wealth according to your economic need, what kind of persecuted group you are. And their ultimate goal is technology. You don't understand and you don't listen. You're fixated on this thing of, I've tried to get people to explain how we're becoming a socialist society, and they...
Okay, so you ramble. You gish gallop like no other gish galloper has ever gish galloped. It's crazy. Okay? So income inequality has increased, not decreased. Socialism wouldn't do that. The top 1% have gained like 150% more net wealth in the last couple of years. How on earth what socialist policies were enacted to make that happen? That's not even possible. It shouldn't be possible. So I'm asking you to tell me how it happened. And every single time you just go,
socialism.
You've never heard of the WEF? They believe in socialism.
Spectrum. Socialism is on a spectrum, and you're going full Venezuela. You're saying, tell me if like the means of production are completely being controlled and wealth redistributed in our country.
Kidding me.
And somewhere between
I think you have
Venezuela,
schizophrenia.
Somewhere between. Why? What two personalities?
Because you.
Right now? I'll get you in touch.
Because you are only capable of holding 20 spontaneous ideas and and expressing all of them at the same time.
You are making my argument into something you're comfortable arguing with, and it's not my argument. You're making my argument that I think your leaders are Venezuela. They're going Venezuela on you right now. Somewhere between Venezuela and Scandinavia lies the socialism of
Venezuela's
Solinsky.
Been embargoed, which is why they're seeing the vast majority of their problems.
I'm trying to go from the bottom up here. Do you know who is in charge of America? Do you know who has been in charge of America since Kennedy was shot? The same fucking ruling elite has been consolidating power at the clandestine services.
And they have increased their net wealth. The exact opposite of socialism has occurred here.
They're funneling all of your money out of the country. They're destroying your country and turning it into a technocracy. What you keep making me make an argument that I'm not making. I'm telling you that they're turning America into what their first country was. Their prototype was China. And now they're turning America into that.
China in the 60s was a prototype country?
No,
what the hell are you talking about? Only like 10 or 15% of Chinese people even lived in urban areas in the 60s.
Okay. When Nixon
they had literally 0 miles of highways back
then.
When
you can stop
almost everybody was a subsistence farmer. That's your idea of a technocracy?
No, that's your way of mentioning stuff you know about China to act like you're knowledgeable on it without
You brought up China, and you said that was their model country in the 60s.
Wikipedia said in the 1930s, and Mao's revolution took out Chiang Kai-shek.
Mao's revolution did not occur in the 30s. The Great Leap Forward happened in the 50s.
I'm not saying it did, bro. I'm using random
Then why did you say those words and mention that decade?
Because I'm not trying to illustrate a point about Mao or the People's Revolution. I'm trying to talk about my point about Nixon opening up. See, you will laugh because you don't want anyone to get to their point. Nixon opened up relations with China.
Why did you bring up Kennedy?
What the fuck are you talking about? You're just trying to pick
anything
Kennedy, to pull me into the gutter
and then
where you
LBJ,
can win an argument.
And then Nixon.
You are hilarious. You are sophistry defined.
You're pathetic.
No, I'm not, bro. You
are, bro.
You're trying to lead a horse to water, and you're like, no, let's go over here. Let's go eat some peyote.
I'm trying to pull a horse's head out of its ass, but it's not working.
No, I know. These quick little quips will win you something with, I guess, your sheeple downstairs. But if you want to talk about the point I was making, I'll be waiting for you.
So anyways,
do you want me to talk about the point? I'm not making an argument that they're socialists. Do you want to keep pretending I'm making that argument?
You said multiple times that they are.
No,
they're trying to do socialism. You said
they
believe in socialism.
Every single one of them. They are
I didn't say they were socialist, and then you just said they're socialist.
And I've tried to explain that to you. Who did Hillary Clinton?
I never said they're socialist. They are socialists.
What was Barack
this is
Obama,
you.
a community
this is you.
organizer? What was
this is you. Quote, Transplender 2023. I never said they were socialists. They are socialists.
No.
That's what you said.
Okay, good.
That's what you said.
I've always said they were